Welcome back to Shadow the Broker 149, Friends Like These, Part 2, but we're actually doing it as the third episode, or third part, because the team actually went in a slightly different direction, courting Mandalorians. By the way, I'm really glad that I actually put in all the info for all of the destinations, because at first I thought, well, no, they're just going to go in the same route. I thought, you know what, that's an assumption, and I need to put all the information on these sheets, so I did. And look what you guys did. All right, well, you guys are now going into Mandalorian territory. So, like I mentioned above, as we go through this adventure, especially this first part, really think about your character's views, prejudices, and relationship, if any, to Mandalorians in general. And with that, you guys enter orbit above Vlemoth Port. And so the thing about Vlemoth Port, it's actually the name for the entire planet. Vlemoth Station is the place where you're going to right at this moment. Alright, so as before, there's some further info that you can get with a hard 3D Outer Rim or Underworld check.
Okay, I'll do the Underworld check.
I'll assist you with that.
Okay, thank you. So that'll be 2 green.
Alright. So
that doesn't look right.
No, you should take my intelligence.
Hmm?
You should have 2 more greens on that.
Yeah, you should have. I'm giving you my intelligence.
Oh,
yeah, just roll the 2 greens by themselves and we'll fold it in.
okay.
Oh. Well, two greens. So I guess we'll take the first 2.
Yeah. So it's just 1 threat. Okay. I can work with that.
Brain not working,
Then-
sorry. Lack of
Yeah,
food.
no worries. But you do uncover some of the special info. So. Alright, so there are 2 other major populations that call Vlemoth Port home. A nomadic splinter faction of Mandalorian clan Awowd left Mandalore decades ago, founding a settlement, Arumarut, within the dense coniferous forests of the northern foothills. I'll skip some of that. There are also Tals, which some of you may recognize as the kind of oh, it's so hard to describe right now. Like abominable snowmen, but with little snoots instead of jaws.
And 4 eyes.
Yes. Another thing is that there is a Mandalorian Tals alliance on this planet, and in part because of Zygerrian slavers that have basically tried to predate. Is that even a word? I think so. On the Tals,
Well,
and the Tals have gotten the help of the Mandalorians, and by doing so, they've actually struck up a pretty workable alliance between the 2. However, this is just with one. Oh wait, I shouldn't give too much information. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Anyone else seeing this issue?
Oh, what's going on?
No, sorry, that's Map speaking.
Oh, yeah, like pray.
Well, you know, maybe they just want some money.
I
Who they're
was.
fighting with.
I have a feeling that if they have been preyed upon by the Zygerrians, they will not so easily agree to an alliance, and deception would only go so far.
I mean, we don't have to deceive them. We can just say we're pulling together as many people as we can, and you know, fight for glory or something. I don't know what Mandalorians like.
We can always Manris.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The question
I
is
don't
if they
think the
believe
Tals would agree.
Wait, that would make the Empire their friend. That doesn't make what?
Let's just go and talk to them and see what happens.
Yeah.
Let me do a little. Is there still something to be gained from an outer rim check?
This is why Lulu likes to just deal with objects. They don't talk back.
Actually, you know what? Go ahead and do an outer rim check, and maybe there will be.
No.
So, you do know that there are various clans of Talls that have settled on this planet, and they don't all see eye to eye.
This one looks complicated.
Alright, so... as you fly in, you have made contact ahead of time. And... okay, this is weird. Where is the box text for this guy? Oh, so when you fly in, it's just 15 minutes. No checks needed or anything. You're able to fly right into Vlemoth Station. And... leaning against the airfoil of a silver Mandalorian shuttle is a spindly figure in blue and green Mandalorian armor. The name's Cad Solus. I'll get right to it. I don't like taking these pity jobs. There's a high risk of getting killed and an even higher risk of not getting paid. What do you guys have to say about that?
Then it sounds like you need a cash advance.
Well, hold that thought. You'll need to speak to my boss. I'll jump in the shuttle, follow me. And he's actually flying out of the station. Anything?
So we
Go ahead.
So we've basically landed and
Met him, and he's saying, come with me.
oh right, sorry, I didn't realise that happened. I thought it was a ship com. Sorry.
No, you guys already landed.
Alright, so we follow along then.
Yeah.
Any questions before we do, or just head to...
So,
So if we were able, price aside, how many men can you bring to aid us?
He actually kind of squints at that and says, that's talk for the boss.
What about your group can you talk about?
Not a lot, actually. Never worked with you before.
And what is your love for the Empire?
So, at that, actually, give me what sort of social check you want to get some of his feelings about you.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Negotiation.
I mean,
but
it's,
that was pretty straightforward charm to me.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Would you get any kind of
once he-
advantage for being Mandalorian?
Oh, well, that depends. Do you bring that up, Vanris?
Yeah, she'll drop in Mandoa. Meaning what?
And he says, what clan? What clan are you? Your accent's strange.
I am Venris Framo, of the clan Draco.
Roll a force die.
And I have
There are
been-
hated enemies.
Yes! He's like, you might want to keep that to yourself. I'm just in it for the money. I don't like to get into old blood feuds, but I wouldn't go passing that information around if I were you.
Well, from where I stood, there was no blood feud.
Aiden might kind of, as an aside to her, be like, this might be one of those things that you lost track of during your time away.
Yeah, it's been 3,000 years, so. Little minor spats. I mean, he's still willing to work for it, but he has suggested that you not bring that up.
Okay. You still need a charm check, correct?
Yes. I will say there is a setback though. It's not going to be like you don't have to add it to your name or anything, but for your charm check, it is a setback since you're a clan that he's not exactly fond of.
Okay. And the
Oh, I
difficulty
didn't
is.
slip. Goodness gracious! I just saw that.
And the difficulty is.
1 red, 2 purples.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And she'll probably mutter under her breath, bloody descendants.
He just kind of looks at you and looks at the rest of you guys and just... It's like, Well, follow me.
It was worth a shot.
It was. But you know, with Mandalorians, they really are very contentious among their clans, so... Alright, so as you follow Cad toward a nearby mountain range, the temperate plains and deciduous forests give way to snow-swept evergreens. You set down on a small landing pad tucked into a forest clearing just as the winds pick up, then set out for a hike up the snowy mountain through the flurries. So, I need each member of the team to make a hard 3D 2S survival check. This check will actually be pooled just like a stealth check is normally.
It's worth noting Aiden has outdoorsman. Overland travel times are cut in half.
Fantastic.
And it just depends on everyone who can roll survival. Oh my god, I did it with a triumph. Gee whiz, that's the best roll I've made all day.
I'll see how many advantages or how many successes we need before I start converting those. So far, it only looks like 1. Oh, Mav, come on.
Oh, come on.
Not all that familiar with outdoorsies.
Right,
The
5,
snow
7.
comes up to his nose.
So he succeeds.
I swear.
I take it I'm carrying Lulu on my back.
Tommy, do you need me to go through and sum up all of the threats?
Lulu actually isn't doing too bad.
I actually should be down one
Yeah, I need the net.
one step back as an outdoorsman.
So the total
I mean,
Take one threat off of mine.
The only people I would be able to jump on their backs are you or Aiden. Nardell scares the living daylights out of her. And, you know, Mav's her height and she
That would be interesting. Mav under the snow.
So I forgot to add the minus setback to the
Okay.
survival there.
I'm just
So.
going to run through.
No, like I said, I actually did well. I'm surprised.
Lulu and Nap get stand on each other's shoulders and actually count as a full person.
We can. Who would be on the
Quick,
bottom?
someone give us a trench coat. We'll figure it out.
Don't forget a hat.
Oh my god! I just realized this. We're the freaking Pike and Scanlan of the group.
All right.
Oh God.
Final answer. We have a net of one threat and 2 triumphs with a success.
With a success. Okay, great. So, yeah,
And of course,
the triumphs decrease the time by 15 minutes each. And,
so we're down to the minimum.
Increase.
yeah, you guys get the minimum. So, well done. And I'll even say, I'm not going to give like the full benefit because there is kind of a minimum time. So you're not going to get there in 7 minutes. But I'll say with the overland, the minimum will be pushed down to 10 minutes. You guys can make the trip in 10 minutes.
No, I think we need. Let me just do the math again. We take off 25 minutes. Oh, right. So it's not. What would be 10 would be what we'd have. We're at 20 minutes with all of our like subtraction built in.
Oh, I thought you had 2 triumphs.
Yeah, but we have a threat.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yep. I see. Okay. Oh, but then it would still divide by, like, the new minimum is 10, so 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you guys are able to really burn through, and actually Kat is really impressed with you guys. At first he thought that he needed to take it easy, but nope, you guys are all business. You're like, let's get through this snow. We've got things to do. So he is impressed with you guys.
I love that.
This is an amazing background.
That is amazing. I love it.
Before I actually back away from here, yeah, this is amazing.
So, as the snow and the flurries lighten up just a bit, you see a group of Mandalorian children actually playing. So, as you walk towards them, one of the young Mandalorians recognizes Kat and shouts, "Mershupla! We've got room for one more!" And throws a snowball right at him. Kat definitely dodges and throws one back, but then just shakes his head and just says, sorry. Gotta bring this lot up top. Next time, Nervad! So the kids keep playing.
Can Venris make one and throw one at one of the kids?
Sorry, what was that?
Can Venris make a snowball and throw one at the kids?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Difficulty?
Just make it a charm check. Just make it, I mean, they're easy. It's just gonna be, 1C, 1D.
On a charm check. Okay.
Alright, so yeah, they like you. I'll say with that threat, just, I don't know, just take a strain, but that's gonna be Alright, so as the snow clears just a little bit more, you actually notice that you are pretty close to a Rimmerette base.
Ooh, Narglatches.
So at the base, you see a constant stream of Mandalorians flowing back and forth, carrying large crates or repeating blaster emplacements. A mixed group of Mandalorians in talls near the entrance listens as a loud warrior tells his war story. Any questions as Kat leads you closer?
No,
Not necessary, just
Venris will listen with intent. To remember to tell one of her stories when this is over.
All right. So, Cad leads you close and talks quickly with another Mandalorian. And he kind of sighs and turns back and says, "Okay, so the boss is meeting with the client, and I really need to join her. Go ahead and have a look around. Entertain yourselves. I would say come back in 2 hours, and I'll meet you here and take you in."
Okay.
May I go to the War Council powwow they're having over there?
So
Right, it's not War Council, but
yeah, they kind of look at you curiously because you're so short. You've got big ears. But anybody who wants to listen to a war story, they're up for that.
We don't want to try to push the issue here, guys. I mean, we're just going to contentedly wait 2 hours.
Yeah, we got time to kill. For now,
I think
The whole
we.
notion of this adventure mission is that we don't have time to kill.
Well, I feel like
I think we get more dividends if we spend that 2 hours in getting the group to like us. That may even save us some money if we can.
not to mention, what it comes down to right now is we have enough time to do this as long as it doesn't take us. Like, how much time do we have left?
36 hours, 35 hours.
So we have, like 3 days.
3 days.
That's a day and a half.
That's a day and a half.
Yeah, I don't know why I said 3 days. Yes, day and a half.
You guys are going to be late for your own invasion.
So we've got a day and a half.
We have a big slide hanging on the planet. Sorry, we're out for lunch. Come back later.
We can leave early if it ends up taking too long, but for now we have the time to recruit them properly, and we should do that. Especially if things later on end up pissing them off.
Fair enough.
As long as we have 24 hours before the invasion, we can afford to spend it here.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so as you get... Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, Ardell's gonna go chat up some of the towels because I feel like he has a little bit of camaraderie with them. As cold, furry, big, kind of often
Yeah,
views.
yeah, they definitely take notice of you. So the tallest warrior finishes his story, and at that point, one of the Mandalorians says, "Well, I have a story for you. 2 years ago, Vira's father, Nambaroya, I was there when he was captured by the Zygerrians. Or no, not captured, sorry, killed. But he was killed by the Zygerrians. It was a terrible day. Vira, as strong as she is, never wanted to gain power in that fashion. And a piece of her has been lost ever since. And, by the way, if you guys didn't get the reference, Nambaroya is the Princess Sword. They think he's dead.
When they're dropping names in Mandalorian, I would be picking these up and translating them in my head.
Oh, you know, these guys are actually polite enough that when they see other people, they're just going to speak in basic. So, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they would be speaking to the Tulls in basic.
Exactly, yeah, duh. Right.
How has Vera been leading you?
Oh, quite well. I mean, she takes after her father in every way. She's a great leader, but still, we lost a great man that day.
Sorry, thinking out loud. Why do you think the Zygerrians killed him? It seems against their character.
Oh, I saw it myself. He sacrificed himself to allow the rest of us to escape. I saw him take a fatal wound.
Usually when people are left behind, a fate far worse than death befalls them.
Yes. I do agree. But, you know,
Oh, that strikes a chord.
better to be dead than a slave.
Exactly.
If I ever got my hands on the people who did this. So, at that point, there are several people that you can see like a wave of conversation like nearing you, and it seems like there are several people who are a little bit distraught, and it turns out that there was a group of 16 young Mandalorians, 8 young Talls, and a pair of instructors that hiked north nearly a week ago, but they haven't been heard since.
I go find Nardell after hearing this.
Oh, he's right there.
Okay, yeah. I look at him and say, if there was anything to get this group more on our side, it would be finding them.
How far? Where were they going?
So, when you turn, I mean, they're looking for anyone to help, because it looks like there's actually so much work being done for this other job. There are very few people that are available to actually help. Vera has actually stated that the team is capable. I'm sure they're doing fine. We've got things to do, so that's pretty much what you get from that. What you do know, though, this is information freely given, is that the Wild Mandalorians and the Nas tribe basically have started to do rites of passage together, so that young Mandalorians often go on training hunts with Talls. And it's always been fine, but they've never had a group that has gone without making contact for this long.
Do they have a place, though, that they generally go for this sort of thing? We could start looking, or are they just walk into the woods until they come back?
There's no set point. I mean, the whole point is to go hunting, and animals will avoid places that are visited too many times. But if you can help us search, we would appreciate that.
I mean, we're waiting for a little bit. I can at least do a little investigation to start.
All right.
Don't be afraid to take your time. There are others that can negotiate.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to split the party, and I'm totally open to that. Who's going to do what?
Aiden can make good ground with his travel times.
Would I be needed here for negotiations?
Kabasek may be able to do that if there's someone here to inspire his confidence. He doesn't seem to be all that comfortable.
Actually, Aiden could also search from his ship, now that I'm seeing that as an option.
You would have to go all the way back to the port to grab the Sunflare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Vanris would make sense to come because
Oh,
she's
it wouldn't
not
be all the way
popular.
back to the port. It would actually be the landing pad. You guys followed with the Sunflare.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So, one thing to note, though, as you guys are discussing, the Mandalorians and the Talls say, we suspect another tribe is at work here. We've been having issues with some of the tribes that don't agree with the accord that we've reached with the Mandalorians. I do expect if you do go out there, there will be blood on the snow.
I love that movie.
Are any of you coming with us?
Yes.
I don't know how much help I would be. I mean, I'm not used to these types of climates.
It
But
might
you're
be
fully
I can
bad.
probably assist from the ship, do computer checks on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be using the ship?
We could.
Well, we could do both.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Those in the ship can coordinate with us on the ground.
That actually is a good idea. I can definitely do the ship.
Yeah, Aiden can
Well, I think at this point we're still going to 2, but now I don't think anyone's going to be staying here at the camp. How about Lulu?
From the camp?
Well, we'd be here when they're available. Like, I have a feeling if we go out to do the search party, it's going to take more than 2 hours.
I mean,
So staying at the camp means we can negotiate with them right when they're ready instead of waiting.
yeah, Kavasek could stay, but that's
One thing to note, though, is that, I mean, part of the reason why you guys are doing this is for leverage, but that leverage doesn't exist if the people aren't back and you negotiate without them back.
That's
True.
just what I was thinking. So seeing the situation, I would recommend Lulu, Aiden, and probably Kavasek go back to the ship while Mav, Nardell, and Vanris go on foot.
And then when we find them, we can call them down to do an airlift.
oh, it was really cold. Okay.
Well, it's going to be cold no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Would you like
The
to
thing is,
get
it's gonna be warmer in the ship.
So, one thing also to note,
Yeah, the cockpit's climate controlled.
the
We have to hike back
forest
though.
is very thick, and there's a reason why you guys had to take that hike instead of actually just landing over by the base. There's really not a good place to land.
Aiden does have the outdoorsman and all that. We'll be fine.
I jump on Aiden's back because I can.
Alright,
Kavasek
so
just
go
looks.
ahead and move
He
your
walked
thoughts
back.
to the left are the people going back, and to the right are the people that are going to start the search on foot. Okay, so let's first do. All right, so for the left group, everyone heading back to the ship must roll an average 2D 1S survival check. Heading downhill is both easier and faster, so the base time is just 30 minutes.
Cut in half for Aiden's outdoorsman.
You said 1 setback, right?
Yes.
Ah, damn it. I keep forgetting to click out of the box.
That's nice. It's minus the threat, though.
I think you guys are covered.
Very much.
Between Aiden and I, yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
I think you guys get
Yeah,
back in 15 minutes, yeah?
Yep.
All right, good deal. So actually, this is going to be kind of weird, James, but
I'll keep 2 separate timers. Whichever one's higher is basically what we'll go with.
exactly. Great, thank you. All right, so now that you're back at the ship, I need you guys to start up a search pattern, and that's going to be with a hard 3D2S piloting planetary check, actually. This is very specific from the book. There's a lot of wind, and so actually flying your ship, even if it's a starship, is very difficult, and you have to rely on the training from piloting planetary.
That's fine, although I do get a free upgrade on this because it is larger than a speeder. I have my cybernetic, which is very nice. What did you say the difficulty was? Hard with 1 setback?
2 setbacks.
2.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
You get to take away those setbacks, though, right?
I do, yes. I was just making sure it was less than 4.
Okay, so you succeed. However, with those threats, the time has increased a little bit. So it took you 40 minutes to really set up a good search pattern. Before I go on with you guys, I'm going to jump back to the other team. So for you guys, you actually have a search party that's going with you. So you're not going to have to do, everyone making a survival check. You've got enough Talls who are very familiar with the wilderness that can at least shore up any deficiencies. But I do need 1 formidable 5D2S survival check.
All right. 5 difficulty, 2 survival. I assume people will give an unskilled assist.
Oh, yes.
I will flip an intense focus, which
Oh,
costs
I'll
a
flip
strength.
back. Gosh.
Okay.
I keep missing. I need to use it more often.
It's not as obvious. It's not like it is on the other one where it's just sitting up there the whole time.
Right.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's really the biggest downside of this system, really. It's not that big, but...
Wow, all doubles on the force points. And I also
That's
add
amazing.
another light and a dark from Empty Soul that I forgot about.
Okay.
Are advantages better than successes in this situation,
Yes,
Tommy?
absolutely.
Okay, so that's 1 success and 5, 8, 10 advantage.
Holy shit.
10 advantage. Okay. So you're able to.
Turns out they're right outside the town.
Well, the thing is, it's not that you just find them, but you find a trail very quickly. And so you find a trail in 10 minutes. The base time was 1 hour, though, and you really cut that down to size. So you found a trail, and you're moving towards it. Now, let's jump back to the other team. I need a daunting computers check, just straight 4D. And you can also do a hard 3D2S perception check. So each can be rolled, and these checks have to be
What's
so it has
Vanessa's
to be a
perception?
different person. So basically, someone's using the ship scanners while someone is actually looking out of the viewport.
Aiden's got a rank and 3 cunning.
I can do computers. I have 5 in computers.
Oh yeah, that's fine, but...
You have 5 proficiency?
Intelligence.
Okay, I've got 4 proficiency to add with yours.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll make the perception check first, see if visually scanning finds something, maybe.
Oh, that's perfect,
Okay.
because, I mean, you're right there in the pilot seat, so you're like, do-do-do.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking
Um,
around.
I guess I'll take out my electro binoculars as well. Which gives me a boost, I would assume. Maybe 2, I don't know. It's up to you, Tommy.
Sure, I'll give you a boost for it.
Okay.
Kevasek, did you want to roll, and I'll just give you my intelligence?
No, you go ahead and roll this one. I'll be instructing you on the computer.
So, what's the difficulty on this, Tommy?
Let's see. Sorry, let me jump back here. It is hard 3D2S perception and 4D computers check.
Okay. So,
Dun, dun.
perception, go.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
So you said you had 4 ranks in computers, or
Yes, so go ahead and
Okay.
add 4 upgrades to your pool.
1, 2, 3, 4? Perfect. Okay. And that and.
And then daunting would be
And
the
since
4
these are
per.
happening concurrently, like any time that might be lost, as you're looking, if they saw something, that would help. So it depends on what they roll.
Boop.
Wait.
What?
That's not right.
That's. Oh, holy mackerel! I hit the wrong button. Oh
you
my
hit
god.
negative?
Oh my god.
I probably just go back and hit computers, so we can ignore this first one.
This one's it's just wrong.
There we go! That's better!
Nice!
My bad! I thought. Tommy, you're not the only brain dead one.
All right, so yeah, well done. So with
Thank
that,
you.
You cut that down in half, so it only took 15 minutes. And when Aiden's not able to see something, before he starts to make detours, you're like, oh, hey, I found something. So you actually see, it's not smoke, but it's definitely, well, you find a rapidly cooling campsite. And there's actually a nearby clearing large enough for the ship to land in. And at
Cool.
the same time, the other group actually is pretty close. Well, I think you guys were actually there first. Yeah, you only took...
Like 10 minutes.
We'll make it easy. You guys get there at the same time.
There you go.
So you guys covered your bases.
Well, at least the ship is close by now, so
Yes.
and they're not far.
So you've got a camp to check out. So, I need a daunting brawl or melee check for one person.
That
I
sounds
will.
like a Nardell thing.
Yeah.
What are we
Because he's built like a tank.
Daunting, you said?
Yeah, this is actually one of those where it's like that mechanics check out in the viewport. So it's not actually hitting something. So I'm not sure if force would be really applicable here. It's more about using your skill to notice something with brawl.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll just set.
And this is
oh,
actually from
fine.
the book.
It doesn't
Can
automatically add in the advantages and successes, so it's going to be harder for me to remove them than we'll just ignore them basically.
Can I give him some skilled assistance with ranks and perception?
No, it's a brawl check.
We're doing brawl, and I've got if we're doing perception, Nardell is very perceptive. So brawl or melee, you said?
Uh-huh.
At 4 difficulty, I'm an intense focus for an upgrade for no strain, and take unskilled assistance.
Yeah, I'll give you unskilled assistance.
Oh no! You didn't help.
Well,
Story of
Nardell
my life.
doesn't notice anything, unfortunately.
Barris will turn around and speak to the others that are on the ground, the other guys in the search party, the other Mandalorians and the Tals, and see what they find, if they find anything.
Just to roll it back 1 second, if this was for noticing something, would
All right.
Mav's heightened senses or whatever it is apply, even though it's not, because we're kind of using a brawl check in place of one of the noticing checks, sort of?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Alright. I'll just do 1 boost, because I feel like we're going to be spread out a little bit. We're not going to get the 2 for engaged. Ah, come on, Mav.
Oh yeah, it's all my fault.
Well, no one who was helping me helped very much.
I need a hard xenology check.
Alright, does anyone have higher...
That sounds like Lulu.
Okay.
I got 3 intelligence, if that helps.
Yeah, she's got 5, and I can add my force rating, so...
Oh.
Yeah, I
But
will.
she's in the ship.
Yeah, the ship is landed, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you guys are together again.
Yeah, I can skilled assist.
And you said hard, Tommy?
Yes.
I have 1 rank and I remove 2 setbacks.
Great. Zoology. I have 1 rank, and add my force rating. So that's weird. Oh, because I put 5. No, that's weird.
What'd you do for the force? It should be white.
Yeah, it's 5W. Oh, 'cause I rolled.
Warfare.
These
You
are set
want,
up.
yeah,
I clicked warfare, but it should have been.
xenology.
You know, I don't know why things are backed up. But let me just roll 5.
Yeah, so I'm giving you your intelligence.
Yeah, that's why I have that
I'm
many.
giving you my intelligence. Mwah.
Well, it's his now. Wow.
So let me just roll the force rating with it. Oh, so that's going to add 2 advantages to cancel out.
All right, so
So 3 successes.
the blood on the snow is Tall's blood.
This doesn't look promising.
All right,
I don't say that too out loud. I just kind of look at Nordell and I'm just like, this doesn't look that promising.
I need an average range light or heavy check,
Aiden's got this.
or hard. Sorry.
Hard?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right, well done. So you realize that the Mandalorians employ the full range of their weaponry in the fight, including blasters. Trees and rocks exhibit blaster scarring. This was quite a fight.
Yeah, this wasn't pretty, guys. This was probably drug out for a while too, judging by the amount of blaster scorches
Now
around here.
remember, these were younger Mandalorians and Talls, so this was whoever attacked them. I mean, that was pretty low for them to go after younglings. Basically.
Children.
Yeah. All right. So final check. I need a hard survival check.
Right?
You
I
can
think
use force, absolutely.
Nardell's really good for that, right?
Yes.
Unskilled assist. For Aiden.
Excellent. Hard, you said?
Yeah.
Three success. 10
Many.
advantage.
Many advantage. We'll just say
All right.
many.
So the campfire burnt itself out a few hours ago, and the tracks in the snow are the only tracks you see leading away from this are Tall's and Narglotch prints, and they're deep, as if burdened by heavy loads.
That
Okay.
means they're being carried.
Can we tell if they were encircled? If they were fighting in a circle or in a line?
Yeah, with that many advantages, I mean, they were definitely surrounded. You see evidence of that.
Then again, they
Okay.
do walk single file to hide their numbers.
No, that's stormtroopers.
No, that was sand people.
All right. So
Oh yeah.
the weather is starting to kick up, though, and a really chill wind starts to blow. I need everyone to give me an
Ugh.
average resilience check.
If you have brace, it actually works here.
Yes.
Yay! I got brace.
Funny.
This is gonna. This is.
Is
Gonna
this
be
for the cold,
so
Tommy?
Awful.
It is.
Can I have any boost for being, a Whiffid?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be completely honest, I would say that.
You alright there?
I succeeded.
It's a hard
I'm
check.
very surprised.
Oh, I thought he said average.
If
You
I said
did that.
average, I meant to say hard. Sorry.
Oh.
So everyone gets.
Tommy,
So-
in the process of saying I don't need to make the check?
I would say make the check, but it's just average for you.
Okay. With how many boosts?
Come on.
Oh, that is your boost.
Oh, that is the boost, is a reduced build.
I succeeded still
Nice work.
with
Hard
4
resilience.
threat.
Any threats take a strain.
Go.
So 4 strain to me.
2 strain to Aiden.
Oh, clear strain. The cold is invigorating.
Okay. Mine is interesting. A failure with a triumph.
All right, so Vernus, put 1S on your name. You've got a setback on all checks. Just
Is that what
is
Aiden has as well?
really bugging you. Yeah, anyone who failed, add 1S to your name. The triumph, however, I'm trying to think how to fold that in. It's always you tell me. Failure, but something good happened.
She sees something like as she's bearing down against the cold, see something shiny in the distance catches their eye.
Or just in the snow right in front of you, even.
Okay.
Like something you can pick up right now.
What do you think it would be? What sort of thing are you thinking of?
Something reflective.
Well, I was going to say
I
maybe
have
like one of the weapons for the other towels.
I have something. Yes, that's a good one. So, a weapon is, you do find a dagger, and it has etchings on it, and the Talls are able to identify, and they say, it's the Daham tribe. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible Talls. So, yeah, the Talls, the Naz tribe are all shaking their heads, going, oh, this is terrible, we need to hurry.
What's so bad about them? What do they do other than kidnap other Talls? It looks like.
They're not us, they're terrible.
Oh, fair enough. All right then.
They
Goodness was saying,
grill
do
meat on the wrong side. Taboo. Oh.
They pee
So
with the seats up and leave it up.
you do actually see a fissure in the ice, and there is a path through it. It is slick, and it's going to be kind of weird. And actually, from the book itself, it is something with a native challenge die. So
Yeah, that happens.
It's an average 1 red, 1 purple coordination check. And actually, because I bet I've got tons of this stuff banked up, I'm going to use
You-
them. So,
Don't forget the outdoorsman travel times.
Oh, joy.
so I'm going to go by just how people appear on my screen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gosh, I could actually do all 6. Yeah, I could. Sure, I'll use them all.
So 2 red for everyone?
Yes.
What is it?
Coordination.
Coordination.
Gotcha.
Me and my 1 agility will really enjoy this.
Hey, you and me both, hon. Oh, I actually have 2. That's surprising.
I'm going to take a little conflict. Get this thing done. So I'm going to take 2 strain, 2 conflicts.
All right.
see.
Nav, you take 7
Oh, shoot, I meant to roll
damage,
conflict.
and
Oh.
this is not mitigated by soak.
Would there be a chance with all my successes to able to grab hold of Mav?
No, they're not shared in this case.
Oh,
Pardon me.
Come join me, Lulu.
So Lulu, you actually get that is 9 damage.
ow! With or without soak?
Not mitigated by soak. It's just
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not. Hey, what are you? No.
All right. So it's going to take a hard athletics check from somebody. to
Oh.
get them.
I did that wrong.
I can rescue.
Maybe-
Why is it not?
So Kavasek has a triumph. Can I
There you go.
throw my tail at Lou and let her grab it?
Oh, for a triumph, yeah. Let's say it's going to. It'll allow. I'll say this. Oh, it evens out though. I was gonna say you can blend, but that still wouldn't help. Sure, it's a triumph. Yeah, you can do so.
All right, so I need to get Velian out though.
Yeah, so Lulu, you don't take all that damage.
Oh, I don't do none of it.
Yeah, he saved you.
Oh,
He had a triumph. So.
yay!
All right, we have Velian back.
All right. So,
Thank you, science buddy.
add 30 minutes
Very
to
well.
the timer.
Okay.
I don't like the
And
cold
just
too
so
much.
everyone knows, we went with the ship timer because it took you guys a lot longer to get stuff done.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we're an hour and 25 minutes into this side adventure.
So, you find a stream from the ice melt, and above it is a bloodied Mandalorian warrior suspended in a bone cage. He is stripped to the waist, and his wounds leak freely into the stream. However,
God.
before you can react, you are surrounded. After a moment, a larger Talz with an elaborate bone headdress breaks through the circle and warbles angrily. This is clearly the chieftain of the Daham tribe. So one moment. Alright, so please note, this is only half of the enemy group surrounding you. The other half is closer to your allies. So in other words, mechanically, they're going to be fighting their own guys, you're going to be fighting yours. If a fight is what it turns into, but these guys, they clearly do not like you. And they don't like the Talz that are with you either. And just...
Sorry.
Grr, grr, grr. What do you guys do? You're surrounded.
I step towards
immediately
the
claim-
chieftain.
I immediately cleaned the Vanrus.
Yeah, Vanrus will, allow, will more or less step in front of Lulu.
I step towards the chieftain, veil render drawn, and hopefully it understands basic. Shout to him, prove yourself worthy of leading these people.
So straight from the book, the Daham village has no members who speak basic.
That's what I figured.
But
I say it in a very angry tone.
It is a pretty clear message.
Yeah, I kind of
We'll
peek out
shout
from
out.
Vanrus's leg and I just watch Mav and I'm just like, what is he doing?
Yeah,
I
but
think
the
he's
Nas,
issuing him a challenge.
Yeah, the Nas Tals with you will shout out a translation, so that's fine. But it does add 2 setbacks to all social checks. So mechanically, what are you doing?
I frankly want to challenge him to a duel.
Aha! Okay, so it is going to take a 2 red, 1 purple social check, and I will upgrade it because these guys aren't very happy with you at all. Plus the 2 setbacks.
All right, aiming for coercion here.
All right, 1 second while I upgrade. Oh gosh, I only have
Yep.
So wait, it's hard upgraded twice now, basically.
no,
there
it was
was
2
one red.
reds and 1 purple, and now it's 3 reds.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to talk it out for myself too.
Okay, I still have an idea for this, even if it fails, but hopefully it won't. Hold on. 3 reds, 2 black. Got it. That's what I figured.
Oh boy.
At least it's not a
We're
despair.
Going into combat. The Talz, he spits, or I guess spits at you. I don't know what they do, but. All right, so let's get some initiative.
Alrighty.
Are we using cool or vigilance this time?
I'm fairly certain we saw this coming
Yeah, this-
when Matt challenged the guy to a duel.
Yeah, this-
Yeah, as
this
soon
is
as I
cool.
saw Mav,
I was expecting to come against one of them, not all of them.
it's okay.
Oh, what? Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, I had difficulty on mine for some reason. Let me clear that out.
Do I still have to,
Nope, yours is easy to change over.
Yeah, I'll roll mine.
And you guys are, you guys are not really helping us.
I'm telling you right now, these guys look bloodthirsty.
I'm going to.
Alright.
The odds are still kind of but I would really like to go first because I still might be able to help us, even if I wasn't able to get the duel.
Did you guys all roll yours?
Yeah, I'm just putting the last one in. And you'll have a free maneuver on your turn, 50.
Alright, here will be my rolls. And I'll remember to clean out my dice pool this time. Two of them should have shown.
Yep.
yep.
Oh. I didn't realize I was muted.
That's a lot of guys.
Yeah. No, I am terrified. I don't know what to do, honestly.
Venerus will probably say something like, "Stay behind me," or "Stay low," and just shoot your arrows where I shoot my blaster.
Okay, I can do that.
Should've
I'll
brought the
just
ship.
I'll like peek around you, and you know, where I see you shoot, I just go. Beep! So I will, I guess, as a free thing, so I don't have to actually do it. I'll just take out my bow and kind of.
No.
I know it's a bit of a waste. I don't know what to do.
On your turn.
No,
Yeah.
that's on your turn, not now. You have to wait.
Oh
for your
yeah,
turn.
right.
So you guys.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Very well. So
I can see this.
that.
But we still get one PC slot first.
We do, but do we
Mav's
want
going
you
first?
to go first? Or do we want Nardell to go first and try to terrify as many as we can? To
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you what I have in mind here.
okay.
I want to
Go for it.
try
I'll
a new
have it.
fated duel on the chieftain, which will give us all boosts if I succeed and lock him in combat with me.
Oh, so you do have Fateful Duel then?
Yes.
Interesting.
We're just gonna
My
have to
intent was
endure,
originally do it without having to spend the signature.
we're just gonna have to endure a bit of
Punishment?
I can go for it. I've got a plan.
All right. So, first things first, I have to spend the 2 destiny, and then I have to succeed an average discipline check.
You should be okay with that.
Alright,
He's
I will
disciplined.
upgrade.
Don't jinx it,
Why would
man.
you say it this way?
I was gonna say, babe, silence.
Well,
Actually,
you started this with
yeah, he can't do
no
that.
destiny points, Tony. I don't think
You're
you can
right.
spend
You
any.
can't flip
Oh, wow, yeah.
because the
I'll
2
switch
destiny you're
back.
getting are directly from my check.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
taking
I
that
forgot about
upgrade off.
just do another flip for yourself, Jack.
Oh,
I'll
good
flip it
point.
back.
Oh, that works.
Nope.
I got you.
Everyone flip.
And now everyone's
It's on your
doing
roll.
it.
No, we're good. No one touch a thing.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah, that worked. That definitely worked.
Oh
yeah,
my
take,
god.
well-
just take off the last 2. Actually, how did that even happen? Oh, you still have your initiative on your dice pool, don't you, Tommy?
Oh my gosh, I even said that I was gonna wipe
So my discipline is 2 yellow, 2 green. I'm not exactly sure.
You rolled no failures.
Okay, yeah,
you
good point. I
No threat.
I still
Still got
succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Mav points Veil Render at the chief and just gives a very guttural roar at him.
All right, so the chief points back with a ceremonial spear, and he accepts the challenge. So, give me a quick rundown of Fated
So the chieftain and Mav are locked in combat for 4 rounds. We can't attack. He can't attack anyone. I can only attack him.
Okay.
And everyone, it doesn't matter what your distance is, will get 2 boosts for whatever you're doing.
That's awesome.
That's amazing! You're so cool!
Is that for 4 rounds?
Yes, it lasts for 4 rounds. At the end of 4 rounds, we basically break the duel. It doesn't matter if we're both still standing.
We need
Okay.
to get duel of fates going here.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also get 8 wounds added
you
to
get
my
a
threshold.
You get a higher
that's right.
threshold. That's nice.
Mavelian now has
That's amazing.
25 wound threshold.
Oh my god, that is amazing!
He's a tanky little guy. Well, with wound threshold at least.
Yeah, it helps that he's both a dark sider and has a lot of ranks in toughened.
All right. I'm also going to activate my Guardian signature ability for unmatched heroism, which lets me take attacks.
Well, can you do that out of turn?
It's not a turn incidentally, yeah.
Okay.
So I will be able to jump around and take some of these next 18 shots we're going to take.
So,
So go
Captain-
for it.
That's assuming none of them have 2 weapons.
Much appreciated, honestly, because I will go down in 2 seconds. My wound threshold is very low.
You've got
Yeah.
4 turns, Tommy.
All right, so the chief is going for Mavelian.
Sorry, right before that, since I forgot if that actually consumed an action or not, I am going to take a maneuver to activate defensive stance, which means I take strain to upgrade your check.
All right, sounds good. So the chief is really, I mean, he's like this little thing is challenging me. Oh, so use and use.
I have 1 melee defense, and his difficulty is upgraded twice.
I'm standing behind Vanris going, "Go Mav! Go Mav! Go Mav!"
Does this mean I'm part of your defense?
And I cleared my pull up.
Maybe.
All right, so that is 10 damage, and
I'm going to spend 1 because I did not have a combat check. Strain to activate my Supreme Parry, parrying 7 damage, and my soak takes the rest. I take no damage.
oh, he's not able to crit you because of that. Well done. All right, next up,
Damn.
the Tall's Hunter over here is going to actually throw his spear at Vanris, who's in short
Okay.
range.
So does that mean he's in short now? Yeah. Are the
Okay.
rest in the medium, I guess?
2 ranged defense.
3 range defense.
No. Oh, yeah. Sorry. 3 ranged defense.
Nardell is taking the attack.
Oh, wow.
Who's taking the-
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Let me make sure I've got everything.
I forget, does Ebb and Flow do anything on the enemy's turn, or is it just on yours?
I have to add the force rating to my roll, so even if I'm just brawling, I can't even really use it.
Any upgrades I should put in to the difficulty?
Yeah, sorry, there's 2 upgrades.
All right. He
Nice.
misses. The Narglatch with him actually runs at you and attempts to pounce.
Alright, I will flip for this one. So it's 3 upgrades, 3 defense. Sorry, 5 upgrades, 3 defense.
Give me 1 second here. All right. Now that I got mine in there, what was yours again?
It's 5 upgrades and 3 defense.
That's amazing.
Baleful Gaze is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, here goes. I like that. Give me to have it. Oh gosh, it actually hit. I'm surprised.
You need 1 more difficulty, I think.
No, I did it with the thing. I upgraded 5 times on it.
Did you put in 2 as the base difficulty, though?
Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah, let me roll extra. So I've got 1 purple, right?
It should be 2.
Well,
Because it's a
one
medium.
extra now.
1 extra. Difficulty.
Oh, yeah, the extra roll is 1 purple. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Still hit.
All right, so
Oh, and he should also... Oh, no, he's... Actually, Narglatches are immune to fear. I remember that.
they are. So that is just 6 damage.
It does nothing, and with 3 threat, I will overbalance him. Kind of as I duck out of the way, I'll kick his leg out, so he's staggered until the end of the next turn.
Ooh, okay. Let me.
Sorry, I wanted to position myself behind
And
Vanris
how many rounds?
before
is
everything
that?
started.
Just till the end of its next turn.
Okay.
2 more for you, Phoebe.
I've got 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna have this.
No, it should be 1 more. That was a third.
Oh yeah.
It's
That
the
was-
chief, the
Oh, you're right,
hunter,
sorry, I
and then the creature.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't mark the Narglatch. 1 more.
Moving towards Aiden and chucking a spear. So here goes.
Only... You know what? I'm not gonna flip.
God, you are amazing!
Signature abilities are nothing to scoff at.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh my god, this is
This is just 3
crazy.
defense, Tommy.
Hey, Aiden's doing his next round. Or his next turn, rather, as soon as he goes up.
Sorry, was that 3 defense?
3 defense, yep.
All right. How many upgrades?
None. I'm not gonna flip, and my sense is only good for 2 attacks a round.
All right.
Oh.
These guys want blood. All right, so it does connect. Not sure if it's going to get through. So their thrown damage is actually more. It's +2 thrown, and so that's going to be 11.
Oh, 2 gets through. 11. It's plus. Okay, I'm just gonna. The math seems a little weird, but I'll take it.
Oh no, it's that they're for the Tall's hunters. Their spears are 7, and then it's 9 if they throw it. Or
Okay.
I guess, or something.
I was just. Oh, because this isn't their strength. Never mind. You're throwing
Yeah, I
stuff.
think he
My
was
bad.
saying +2 from the successes.
All right, we have a turn.
Aiden would like to go.
Okay.
So first, I'm going to use unmatched mobility. So I get 3 free maneuvers every round for 5 rounds, and I have an extra defense. All right, so
Advanced characters, man.
Jesus, I swear, like, I feel like I'm the outsider and you guys are the Avengers.
you're like Hawkeye. You can have a bow.
Yeah.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
I know. but
Aren't
still.
you? You're an archaeologist, right?
Yes.
Isn't it the explorer that gets unmatched mobility?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah, so you can do exactly what Aiden's doing later on.
I'll
you
do
want.
that later. I'll do that down the road then.
Yep. You just gotta get enough. You gotta get the right ones at the bottom of the tree. All right. So, I'm gonna say from where I'm at, they're all medium, right? Except for the hunter, which moved into short. I'm gonna quick draw my one pistol and regular draw the other one. And I still have 2 maneuvers left, so I'm gonna aim twice. And so that's 4 boosts on this shot, which is very nice. I have -1 setback from the attachment on this thing.
Oh, and
So
also,
So it
just
nulls
to-
out the other one.
So to make it easy, all the regular Talls, the ones that don't have Hunter on them, they're Adversary 1, Defense 1. The Narglatches, Talls Hunters, are Adversary 2, Defense 2, and the Chieftain is Adversary 3.
Sorry. I was laughing at Van Ross's thing.
Okay.
Don't forget your 1 or 2 boost you get from Mav.
2 boots.
2.
2.
Yeah, I got it. And so both pistols go.
Oh my god!
That's a lot of advantage. Oh my god.
So did
Okay.
it just like explode?
Well, not necessarily. So
For the record, 11 advantage.
yeah, actually 12 because I'm hitting with both pistols. So, the first one was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage, pierce 1. So
And
just
this
note
is
that
the
down.
Talls that got close to Nardell, right?
It's the hunter that's near me.
Got it, okay.
Yeah, because he was in short. So, where was I? Right. Yeah, so 12 damage, pierce 1. So make sure that's noted down. I don't see the bar, so I don't know.
12 damage, Pierce 1, okay.
Yes, and then I'm going to crit for 3 of those advantage.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Durable.
Okay.
47 is bowled over, knocked prone, and suffer 1 strain.
Nice.
Okay. And once that's resolved, I'll do the second hit. Alright. So the second hit would be 11, 12, 13, 15, pierce 3.
That's enough. You take him out. Well done.
Okay. And then... so basically my show of marksmanship, I guess, inspired the next... inspired the party. So, 2 boosts around to wherever they need to go. And... what else with that? I guess I'll get my 2 strain back for 2 of them, and then I'm running out of things to get with my advantage.
Give yourself defense, you could...
I already have 2 defense at the moment. I guess I can give myself another one, right?
Yeah, or give setback.
Yeah. So I'll say it's harder for things to I'll pass the setback in some way. They're more hesitant to attack now because this guy just got gunned down in seconds. I'm sure I still have like 5 advantage left, or maybe not. No.
Yeah, and I was about to suggest that Cavasek go for improved researcher, then you'd have like 15. That might be too many.
You never have too many.
But you could also, there's also that.
Actually, can I use some of it to kind of shake off the constant setback I've had? Since I have a lot of extra advantage.
Sure, you can expend the rest and you can wipe off that constant setback.
Great thinking.
You're totally invigorated by the fight, so you're
Yeah.
not totally
I'm warming up.
Taking it down a guy immediately is pretty good.
Okay, who's next?
It's a shame he's one of the ones that already went, but yeah.
They have 1 turn.
Alright, so this Narglatch wants revenge for you taking down its master, so it actually does a running pounce.
I currently have 3 melee defense, and also I'm going to dodge twice, so 2 strain to do that.
I'll let you have this one.
Sure.
Alright, give me
So
That
it is
is like,
engaged,
this
it will
huge beast
have-
coming towards you, it's yours.
But that guy with the little stick with a pointy thing on the end.
Alright, what are your defenses?
20 things hurt?
3 defense, and
And 2 upgrades?
yeah.
Make sure I click off to the side.
Oh.
Interesting.
We could use the despair to stagger it as well with overbalance, or we could do something else if that's going to get stale.
Wait, overbalance.
And not just if I'm targeted by the attack. It's any attack.
It's not targeting you, it was targeting me, remember?
I know, but it's any attack that's engaged with me.
Oh.
I'm engaged with
yeah,
you.
yeah, that works.
Yeah, we could do that. I'll take it.
Alright, so that is 6 damage, and I'll even let you guys know. These things can be dangerous, like it's going with both of its claws. It actually has length, but it couldn't get it.
It does exactly 1 wound of damage to me.
No scratch.
Yeah.
It's almost like you just see this huge thing coming at you, it's just one nail, it just snags you.
Hey.
as it goes by.
Yeah.
I could get infected. Dangerous. Dangerous.
Next up.
You get like tetanus from that or something.
I'll try to deal with some of these minions, I guess, while we're here. So Nardell will draw his lightsaber.
Wow.
I didn't
Oh,
realize he had one already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I guess that 1 threat can give it a strain, right?
It could.
Much.
Yeah, I mean, do we want advantage for the group?
How
I
so?
mean, before we have more people attacking, like, I guess
Sure.
it doesn't matter when I do it because it would just still go on for the next round. But
What are you trying to do
improved
specifically?
researcher?
No, go for it. Go for
Improved researcher. I can do a knowledge check and if I succeed, everyone gets 4 advantage on
Oh,
applying
nice.
that knowledge.
it. Do it up.
So I was thinking a xenology check on the Talls to try and figure out if they've got, like, all of their eyes can be easily distracted or blinded or something like that. What do we think, Tommy? Xenology difficulty?
Yeah, sure. I'll say that's it's kind of an esoteric thing, so I'll say it's a daunting xenology check, but no modifiers other than that.
Okay.
You still do get
I'll
2
take
boosts.
the two boosts from Mav, and then I've got like a book that tells me things about things. So it's the xenology guide or whatever it's called. I get 2 boosts from that as well.
Okay. Oh wait, let me
So,
make
I
sure I
can
wiped
take-
my dice pool.
It's the Star Wars Cookie Deck.
A book that tells you things about things. Say it a bit jazzier, and it sounds like some of those Billy Works videos.
Yeah.
Things about things about things.
No, it's a Star Wars Pokédex.
Yeah, it is the species database.
So it basically
Um,
is, yeah.
Yeah, Pokédex.
Perfect for capturing them.
Okay. I fail.
Wow.
Are you able to reroll?
Wait, this is a new session, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it
gonna
is.
use my
Technically, it
reroll.
is.
Haha!
Okay. Okay, and so the end of my next round, my next turn, everyone has 4 advantages on their checks.
So you go last next round.
So I tell you about, I just like am shouting into the columns that don't hurt these guys too much, but like the way their eyes are structured makes them very blind to certain attacks from the side and things like that.
The towels?
The talls, yeah.
The towels, I mean?
I like to think Havatek's actually just like going on a slow like narration, like a nature documentary.
Oh god.
And now here we go, baby. The mating of the towel.
Brandon, any maneuvers?
Oh yeah, I guess I could do a maneuver. Yeah, I'll get into cover. Just dive behind a snowbank or something.
Whee!
All right, next up.
Okay.
You have a turn.
Okay, let's see. I'll say this one back here is actually gonna go for Lulu. So before you tell me your defenses, let me get my dice pool set.
Too late. Nardell's over there.
Or yeah, Nardell. So wait, let me get my dice pool, Nardell, and then.
I don't think I have any defenses, honestly.
You don't have to worry.
No,
about
I do. I have range and melee.
Your defense is now with it.
So 3 setbacks and how many upgrades?
Yes.
None. I'm not.
No,
I'm
I
not
forgot
a
that I
sense.
got something that gives me defense. Huh?
Yeah, it's called a wizard.
All right, so
Your armor has.
they will actually pass an upgrade to their fellows over here, who are going to also rush Nardell.
We have a turn now.
Oh,
You just
never
had one
mind.
there.
I'll just remember.
So
the
then-
upgrade later.
Yeah, I mean Nardell will preemptively or preempt their attack. He sees it in the force coming. It's telegraphed to him. He'll draw his lightsaber, engage them, and
Now they have to make a fear check, right?
they do have to make a fear check.
Which actually the other one should have too. Actually.
Yeah.
Also true. At 4 difficulty.
So I guess just roll it twice, Tommy. One for each group.
Sure thing.
And these guys were adversary 1, defense 1.
Yes.
Delightful.
All right.
Don't think-
Before you roll, let me roll my fear checks.
All right.
Ooh.
Not good for them.
So they both lose their. Let me see how long that lasts.
Those were wrong. Actually, those should have been 2p. Or that's
Go.
fine. I'll eat it this time.
Okay. They don't get a free maneuver during their next turn, which means they can't take any maneuvers
Okay. Cool.
because minions can't spend.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what's about to happen. We've got that. I'm adding my now 4 force rating for ebb and flow. And where did that go? Lightsaber right here.
By the way, when you, I even got this sound effect. I forgot.
Oh, you didn't clear. Whoops.
Oh, that was loud.
It's also looping.
Gosh,
what-
is there a setting for auto clear anywhere that I'm missing?
For the dice, no.
Don't think so.
Ah.
This
You have
isn't
to
too hard. For whatever reason,
You just have to hit the reset button.
yeah.
It's so
For whatever
easy to
reason,
forget.
you're only holding 1 extra of your purples still in my pool for some. I don't know what's going on. So it's remove 2, 3 advantage, 4 advantage. No, it's remove 3 advantage, no 2 advantage. So I've got 1 advantage and 1 fewer success.
Okay.
So it is 7 damage, breach 1,
Right.
since it's just a.
Yeah, you have 4 advantage from
Favor.
Kavasek as well.
And then I will. Oh, so I've got 5 advantage total.
Yes.
So you can crit one of them, I'm sure.
I'm going to crit on a 1, so I still have 4. But one of them is dead outright.
Yep.
And let me just take a look
Oh, excuse me.
at what else can I do with that. 3. I can give defense. Oh, yeah. I'll give myself another melee defense until the end of the next round. And pass a boost. And then for ebb flow, so I've got 3 light side points to play, or 4 light side points to play with. So I will. Oh, I need to take 2 maneuvers. So I'll use one to use flow on myself to remove 1 of those. Actually, 2 of those for a second force point. So I'm in 2 force points. And then I'll take a strain and have them take 2 strain through ebb. So their strength is, through the current of the force being drained. Not in a skeevy dark kind of way, just the ups and downs of the universe.
They just kind of feel tired.
Something like that. So they'll take 2 more strain.
4 more strain. Okay, let's see. That almost takes one of them out.
And then you have... Oh, no, we have another turn.
Okay. I'll
Go
take that.
Vanris!
Yeah, she's gonna take a shot at those guys with her precision marksman rifle. So that's 1 red, 1 purple, 2 setback, 1 for permanent setback. Correct?
Yeah, who are you shooting at again?
The minion group.
Okay,
So
not the ones closer to you? Oh,
Nope.
they're engaged. I get it. Yep. So
Yeah.
they're medium range from you.
That's fine. Okay. And here we go.
That's a good one. That's a lot of boosts.
That's pretty.
Yeah, because there's 2 from Mav and 4 from Kavasek.
His
No,
are
no.
advantage.
No minor advantages.
Just
So
for
you-
advantage.
Oh,
That's fine. You
four
lose
advantages. Sorry.
1 success and 5 advantages. So you end up with a threat and 5 successes.
But he gives her 4 advantages.
Oh,
so.
great. So you end up with 3 advantages.
Yeah.
Right, so 1, 2. So that's
Yeah,
what?
and
9,
you didn't
10,
roll
11,
the
12,
boost
13.
from Mav.
14. 14 pierce 1.
All right. Solid hit.
And
Can you crit
I
one
think,
of them?
yeah, I'm going to crit, yeah. Yeah, definitely going to crit. I'm trying to remember which. Here we are. D100. Here we go.
Oh, it's a mini
a mini.
group, so it took
That's
one
really
out
good.
immediately.
Right, derp. That would have been a nice crit. That would have been a nice crit as well.
All right, next up. Is it a new round?
You have 2 turns.
All right.
And then I'll go, and then I'm last, right?
And
There's
then
one
he has
more.
1 more turn.
Yeah, so there's the one Towels group by Nardell, and then
The other 2 Tals groups.
yeah.
Yeah, for some reason there's a lot of enemies or something.
They're getting less by the second.
Oh, and what I'm gonna do is also go into a defensive stance if I can, because knowing that there's some behind me,
Well, you aimed twice, didn't you?
I just aimed once.
Or no, you okay. Fair enough.
Okay, yeah.
The poor Tall's hunter, when he fell down before he could get up, phew, second shot.
Yeah. Like the first blast blew his leg out, and the second one just all over.
I'm pretty sure it was more of a double tap. It was like first in the chest, knocked him down, and then bam in the forehead.
All right.
Yeah, like as he's falling over, the blast slams into him. The second one,
Yeah.
very dramatic.
Oh, let me make sure that my dice pool. Sigh. Okay.
So you've got the 3 Tals groups left.
Okay. So let's see. This group.
No, I thought there was only 2 left
closer
because
and throws
2
his-
of them are damaged, but not down.
Yeah.
Well, none of them are down actually, but
So
the one by Nardell can't move. it can do things, but it can't take maneuvers.
Right.
So, Aiden, the one that's getting closer to you is throwing a spear at short range. And what are your range defenses?
Get him! Oh, sorry.
3.
Alright, thanks. Alright, here goes. Make sure to wipe this. Alright, that is 13. But that's a lot of threat.
I will parry. I take nothing.
Nice.
Wouldn't this be reflect?
Sorry, I meant reflect.
Yeah, you still have it.
I can't do this, but I do have improved reflect.
Oh.
But I don't think I can turn a spear back at them.
Yeah,
that's
I would say that would need to be more of like a blaster bolt.
Yes, I think it actually specifically
Lots of missile
said.
catching.
Could I
Just
use
grab
that
it
to
and throw it
thunder the
back.
spear? Like they have no weapon anymore and they can't pick it up.
Well, they have a ceremonial knife they pull out. That's what I mean. They wouldn't throw
Oh.
the spear if it was their only weapon.
Yeah, but can I just now it's just a knife, whatever. Can I destroy the spear outright?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great. You have
Lightsabers
one
win.
more turn.
All right, let's see. Those guys already attacked. These guys.
It's the 2 wounded groups that are left.
All right. I mean, Kavasek is the closest, even though he's in cover, but they're gonna go for him.
Yeah, that's fine. No, wait, no,
Aha,
don't have to
Nardell.
do that.
Okay. I'll let you have your moment. My bad. I forgot. You're not as squishy.
Okay.
Well, you're squishy, but you're hard to get.
Right.
Yeah, so 4 natural failures,
Aha.
or four failures added.
4 failures added. And this guy doesn't have a lot of people anymore, so.
Yeah, I guess I'll do regular dodge too, so an upgrade. Why not?
All right, 1 upgrade and auto failures. Let's see. Any?
How many times can you jump around?
It costs 2 strain, but 2 of the upgrades I have reduced the strain cost by 1. So
I'm just gonna roll it, and then we can subtract. And so here goes.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way. Oh yeah, it worked. Is there a way to
Nice.
put in auto failures?
no, I don't think you can add modifiers to like generic. 'Cause I want to be able to subtract 1 force die, and I can't do that because I've got 1 committed.
Okay, so yeah, they missed me completely with 2
I
threats.
even say they kind of stumble and hurt themselves a little bit. So there we go.
Yeah, so was that going at me with a knife or was that a spear as well?
Spear.
So Kavasek just like does a flip and it misses him. Cartwheels
With the
away.
spear melee, but same difference. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, next up.
Me? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Vicky, you're the only one that hasn't gone yet.
Awesome. I wasn't sure. All right. So the one minion group that's closest to me that's hurt, is that short or medium?
That's short distance. That's hurt.
Hurt.
Yeah, I think they moved up, didn't they? Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
did.
to get with
Sure.
Nardell.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go after them, and they have what,
Adversary
1 defense,
Adversary
and-
1, defense 1.
adversary 1. Okay, cool.
Oh, let me make sure I cleared my pool. Gosh,
No problem.
I did. I'm trying to get into the habit of that. But then I get complacent and I leave 5.
Okay, so then I have the 2 boosts from Mav. And then I'm going to have an extra boost because I'm in short range. Okay, and I'll just add the 4 advantage after. So I'm not sure how to add that. Alright, and I'm going to be using my incendiary.
Yeah, I don't think you can add the advantage on the fly with this roller. You can add it to
Yeah.
like the modifier thing, but that's it.
Okay, so I get 3 advantage. And that does 9 damage, and that's not enough for a blast. But I can crit.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, crit.
And a
Boom.
minion
So,
group
Yep.
can
Yeah.
actually take them
One's
both
gone.
down, yeah.
And
Yeah.
how much damage do you do?
9.
Oh, you take them all out.
Sweet. Lulu was useful! Yay! In a combat scenario.
Well done.
All right. So that was the last group to go this round, actually. So the round is over.
All right, back to the top. So the chieftain is going to attack Mavelian.
We have
Yeah, BC slot goes first in the round. I guess I should go.
Oh, and I
Hold
used
on.
my free maneuver to be able to
Did we
take out
go
my
at all last round?
No, I went first. And I started the fated duel.
Right, but did the chief get a turn at all?
Yeah, he went right after that.
Okay, I thought so. I just couldn't remember. Yes, you're up first.
That's right.
All right. I'm gonna go smacky.
Adversary 3, defense 3.
Okay.
Smacky.
Smack.
I like it. Smacky.
That's actually pretty hard. I don't get the benefits of my own inspiration. That's the wrong sheet.
Still, it's keeping him
Now
tied
let's-
up. He's pretty hefty.
Yeah, well, let's see if this thing actually works now.
Go for a low blow.
There's actually no. Oh, you didn't do any damage to him yet.
No.
I was gonna say because there was no bars on him.
And that's what I figured, but a boatload of advantage.
He's not that tall.
Yeah, but Mav is pretty short.
All
So.
over again. Can't hit anything with Veilrender.
One
That's
hit.
why
Doesn't help
I
that he
went
has all this
bow and
defense,
arrow.
frankly. However, I could crit the crap out of him if I actually was able to land a hit. Geez, that's 8 advantage.
It's
I mean,
12
there's no despairs, which is good.
Sorry.
I added the 4 and 5 because weapon has superior. Any suggestions? I'm drawing a blank here.
Give yourself an extra minute, a little survivability.
I mean, can you get underneath his legs and go around him? Like, and kind of distract him a little bit? Like, maneuver
That's
around.
pretty much what this entire duel is.
Okay. I mean, I was going for a height-based thing.
Well, you can, with that much advantage, do you have to hit to get rid of his defense? I don't remember.
No.
So yeah, you could nullify his defense.
All right, I think that's
Say that.
3 advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'm going to assume he's probably getting a lot of his defense from his spear. I guess I flavor it as I'm knocking the spear wide.
Yeah, I like it.
That leaves me with 5 advantage. I'm actually going to use that as stream recovery because I am ranking it up now. Because I'm going to use another maneuver to do defensive stance again to keep upgrading his check. So that's going to take me down to 1 strain. All right, I'm done.
All right.
So he will attack. I go, right?
Yep.
Yes. You have 4 turns, I think.
Oh yeah, you do have 4 turns.
Yep, 1 black, 2 red.
Okay. And, I mean, this guy's in a rage. He's like, come on. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let me get the damage up first. Okay, that is 13 damage.
Okay, 13. I parry again to take 7 off. That leaves 5, and my soak gets the rest. However, because he rolled a despair, I'm going to activate my improved parry to do 5 damage on him.
Ah,
You could also use it to damage his weapon too, potentially.
He knocked his weapon away.
Well, it's there still, though, in theory.
That would only damage it 1 step though, and I have to do that like 4 times. I'd rather just do the damage to him,
Fair.
little as it may be.
he's quite surprised by that riposte. Oh, and I've got other rolls.
You got 3.
Alright, so this
I feel like that
non-lash-
would ignore soak, but I'm not sure. Does it?
I can look this up while you guys go.
It does not, but I think the idea is that generally lightsabers have breach, so even if it does just its base damage, it still gets through.
Yeah.
That's true.
Alright, so the
Actually,
non-lash
would-
is no longer staggered. but that
So
was
speaking of that, Valrender does have Pierce. Would that carry over?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Then it's Pierce 3.
Oh my gosh.
5 Pierce 3.
Okay, yeah, that's a big difference. Ooh.
Yep. Pierce 2 plus my force rating.
Yep.
Dear God.
All right, so what Chieftain Narglatch have gone, Tall's Hunter is like.
Wait, so you're burning your missed turn here instead of at the end?
Yeah, just it's easier for me just to go by like where they are on the map.
No problem.
All right, so this Tall's Hunter will close the distance and try to stabby on Betters.
All right. 3 defense. Fear check.
Oh, let me do that first, actually. All right, the difficulty of the fear check.
4 difficulty. Ooh, is that enough? Is that enough? Oh, I need 3 to use my cross guard. Is that enough? Oh, I don't have.
Well, that's the fear check, though, right? You wouldn't use the crossguard in the fear
Sorry,
check.
that's the fear check. My bad. All right, so he gets the setback then. It looks like.
All right, so we've got 4 setbacks and how many upgrades?
Actually, it's 5 because I took the extra melee defense for my 3 advantage.
5 upgrades or 5 setbacks. Yeah.
2 upgrades. We'll apply it once of the 2 times this time.
Okay, here goes. Wow.
Well, you could probably trigger that crossguard if you wanted to.
All right, that is 9 damage.
All right, I don't even need to parry, and then I'll use the despair to disarm him with my crossguard. So I kind of get my saber in the way and just roll the wrists and flick it right out of his hand.
Is that literally disarming him, or?
Not like his arm is no longer with him, but his arms are no longer in his hands.
Yeah.
All right, I changed his name to No Spear.
Good old no spear. You have 2 more. You have 1 more to burn him.
All right, so this Narglatch is going to. It's already engaged with. So it's going to do an aim. Well, actually, I mean it's thirsty for blood, so it's going to do a double aim.
4 defense, 2 upgrades.
Yeah, don't worry about blowing the sense stuff yet. You can
No,
save
these are
that
the
for
most
Lulu or
dangerous
something.
people.
What's that?
These are the most dangerous people.
Oh, fair enough.
They are. All right, here goes. It does activate Link, but that's probably not going to mean much with
How much?
Cordell. So it's 9 twice.
0 and 0.
Nice! Wow. And that's it for me.
We have a turn.
Wouldn't mind going next.
Go
Actually,
for
that Narglatch was, wasn't that Narglatch stunned, or did it use that last turn?
it. That was the other one. That was here.
No, the one that you staggered it because it attacked me and you were engaged, and you staggered it with that, right, or something?
I thought you changed your mind. Or I misremembered.
Yeah, we did something else with that. That was the other
okay.
one.
Sorry. All right. So Aiden's still at short with the other talls here, so I think he's gonna take a with the undamaged ones. He's gonna fire at them.
All right.
He'll save the damaged ones for someone that is not as much of a damage dealer. I'll soften these guys up. So, what was their defense and adversary and all that? Adversary 2, defense 2? Oh, 1 and 1. Okay. All right.
I do that a lot because it's just so much easier.
Yeah.
I mean, every now and then I'll have something with like.
I have the 2 boosts from Mav. I'm going to aim twice.
And you have the 4 advantage afterwards from Kev.
You. And I will. Why not? We have a ton of light side right now. I'll flip 1. And
Wow.
Holy crap!
Oh, apparently that was good. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Oh my god!
So that was both blasters at short range. So that would be... with a crit after.
Yeah, I went ahead and took out one with a crit immediately.
Okay. Okay. And then 18 pierce 3. And if I need to, another crit.
Yeah. Yep. That takes him out.
Did I need the other crit or no?
Yeah. But still, I mean,
Yeah, okay. So in that case, I have 4 advantage left. So I'll say, like, all 3 of them just getting mowed down kind of inspired the allies again. So, and then I have 1 advantage left, which I will use to recover strain. Why not?
so by the way, as that one falls, you can see that the other talls, I mean, they're really starting to just kind of look worried here. That's all I can say, but you know, you're definitely mowing this many down is really starting to have an effect on them.
The other enemy talls, or the ones that were with us?
The ones that are fighting you.
Okay.
It looks like they're starting to lose their appetite for the fight.
Yeah.
The meal was a bit too much. Yeah, I am. Oh, well, he couldn't hear me. Duh. Let me just reconnect and see if that he can hear me. Can you hear me now, James? I didn't reconnect.
James, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't hear Tommy. I reconnected because D asked me to, and now I can't hear Tommy.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, you know what? I just noticed this happened with Dustin. If one of us can't hear the other, we both have to reconnect.
Got it.
All right.
So I was saying you have 1 NPC turn.
Oh, okay. You know, this guy was so frustrated with Kavasek. It's like, how could this little thing dodge my expert spear?
Yes, expert.
Yep. All right, so going after
Totally an
Kawasaki.
expert. Yeah, I'll flip again. So 4 automatic failures.
Aha.
I just realized that roll with all that success and advantage was without most of those boosts doing anything.
It's so funny when boosts do that. You know, you see how they're just wow. Like, any other
Right.
No.
upgrades?
It-
Brennan?
It's annoying.
No.
Aha.
They don't even hit with the regular attack. So Kavasek dodges to the side and realizes, oh, I didn't even really need to dodge that.
I can see you totally doing like an Olympic, you know, flare, like, oh, whatever. Whee!
Yeah, why not, right?
Still
Showing off his
cartwheels to the other side. And he just, he knows they can't understand him, but he's like, we don't have to fight, you know.
And guess, I'm just guessing, he would put on his sunglasses. Boop.
Oh my god.
And in the background, and in his head, he's just flipping the bird at them.
Alright, who's up next?
Alright, now Ardell will go for this Narglatch that's kind of all up on Aiden's business. So that is going to be Adversary 2, Defense 2.
Yeah.
Oh! Sorry,
Right.
the dog just jumped off the bed and scared the living daylights out of me.
Let me see if I'm going to aim or anything. Oh, I'll Intense Focus, which will give me an upgrade for a strain. And I'll flip. No, yes. I will flip. We're going to make this hit count on this guy. Anything else? Yes. Okay, I think that's it. Lightsaber. Huzzah! Ooh. So I have done 7 damage. with 3 advantage. So I will crit plus 20, I guess.
Alright, let me double check and see if they have durable, but I don't think
I
so.
think by base they don't unless you've
Yeah,
monkey-
these aren't super Narg latches, so no durable.
Yeah. 84 is winded. Arr.
You need
Overpowered.
85?
Pardon?
Did you need 85 for overpowered or something?
Overpowered is 76 to 80, so
Oh,
I couldn't. I would need to add 15. So it's winded. He can't voluntarily suffer strain to activate abilities or gain additional maneuvers.
oh, that's a good one on those. Very
Yeah. Oh, right, because no, they don't. Is it spend advantage or take strain? Take strain. Okay. Let me see about ebb flow. I've got 3 lights. So I will flow. I will heal a strain and add 2 advantage to my next attack.
Nice.
And it is an NPC.
Did you include the 4 advantage on this one?
Yeah, because I ended up with 1 threat, so that gave me enough to
To do the crit. Oh, sorry.
do
Yeah.
the crit.
Alright, who's up next?
You have 1 turn.
Alright.
Your
let's-
last turn for the round, in fact.
Gosh, which one hasn't moved? I don't even know
I
anymore.
think the bottom right.
Okay, yeah, they're just going to try to stab at Lulu again.
No! I'm soft and squishy. And I have a giant wall in front of me. Yay!
Just 3 defense. 4 defense.
Alright, cool. Might as well use this.
Lovely.
And I'll say, if you want, I'll just have them take strain as damage.
Sure, that seems reasonable.
Easy. Easy peasy. Alright, next up.
2 PCs to finish the round.
Okay.
Sorry, 3 PCs to
Vanris.
finish the round?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and
Van-
Kevisak didn't go yet.
If you haven't gone yet, go.
Me or Vanris, because I think Kevisak's going last.
you go for it.
Okay. I'm going to shoot at Mr. No Spear. He is what, medium from me?
I think Tommy said be right back.
Oh. Okay.
He is engaged with Vanris, though, so... you'll have
Oh,
enough-
is he?
I think every bad guy at this point is engaged with somebody.
Crap. Okay, so it's an automatic upgrade.
It's just an upgrade. Worst case, you ping her in the back.
Front or side.
Alright.
I can take it.
Alright,
If
so
you
what
explode-
do they have? Do they have
Their
adversary?
defense, too.
Defense 2, okay. And it's and I'm at medium. That actually makes it 2 red.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Okay. Alright. So that does that. And wait, if he's engaged with Vanris and I'm like right against Vanris, does that mean he's short from me?
I think so. Neither of you really moved, right?
I'm like right behind her.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So does that technically mean it's short since she's engaged?
Yeah, don't forget though, if you're using
It's-
a ranged attack, it's an upgrade.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but short. We'll say short.
Okay, so he has 2 defense and adversary 1 and then engaged, so that's
I'll actually
2
upgrade
reds,
that.
right?
I'm gonna upgrade it once.
So
So-
2 reds and a purple?
The base difficulty is 1, and you add 4 upgrades.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Okay. And then I get 4 advantage from that. I'm going to flip. So I get an upgrade. I really hope I'm rolling this right. And I actually have 1 advantage. And I succeed.
Nice.
So I'm
7
going to
damage.
use that 1 advantage to get rid of one of my strains, because for the love of God, I don't have a very high strain threshold.
So you're shooting the one that's above Vanners?
The one that's engaged with her, yeah.
Okay.
No spear.
Yeah.
Got it.
No spear, no flowers, no dinner, no nothing.
How much damage?
7.
Nice. Alright, next up.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the game, engaged with him, since he didn't give me any flowers or dinner or nothing. I'm going to spin on the heel, aim, and I'm going to take a pot shot at him with my big rifle.
Alright.
So that is 2 red.
Should've let you move first, it's alright.
Hey, he didn't hit me. 3 black. And 1 purple, correct. Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Nice!
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, sorry.
You can crit.
10, 11. Yeah, I can crit. I'm going to crit on him.
I'm not sure where you got the 14. It's just 11, right?
Yeah, don't worry, it's me. It's been a long day and it's hot in here.
Don't forget you have the. Oh no, you don't. You don't still have the 4 advantage, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevasek is gone, yeah.
Kevasek goes.
Yeah.
Alright,
he's
so these
gonna
guys
last.
are durable 1, so 20.
20 is distracted. No free maneuver on their next turn.
That's good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And I'm going to use. And I'm going to actually give a boost to Kavastek, who hasn't gone yet.
Correct.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So what are we looking at here? And is there anyone else that needs to go before the end of the round?
No, you're.
Okay, so there are 2 guys in this group. These people are undamaged, but they're all engaged with people, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, they've got the Narglatch over here, and this guy is not engaged with anyone.
Correct.
This Narglatch is next to Aiden, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, I think Kavasek will, seeing the Narglatch as the biggest danger, will move into short, take out his goo gun, and try to goo up the beast. Get him all ensnared.
Can that get an area too, or just the one?
Yeah, I could throw my glop grenade instead.
Because I'm
Are they-
curious if that and no spear are both.
Yeah, are these guys engaged with each other, Tommy?
Yeah, sure.
Effectively? Okay, I'm gonna go for my glop grenade then. Yeah, I didn't want to throw it over here because it would catch Nartdell and Lulu, so...
That is very
Glop
much
grenade.
appreciated,
It
and
is.
Lulu hates sticky fur.
It would be very goopy.
It's
It
bad
would be
enough
big
that
fun.
she's cold.
You got natural insulation.
Ugh.
She
It's
still
not
hates
enough.
cold.
It's a furry animal meant for a jungle. It's not the same kind of fur that you need for out here.
Thank you.
Let's see. So
See,
there's
somebody
a
understands me.
combat tab and a glop grenade.
Nope.
It misses. Wait, I have too many things.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
way that was a daunting.
Oh wow. That should have been
Okay,
easy.
so-
oh no, it wasn't for me.
It should have been easy. So, well, no, I didn't have the upgrades. I think I'm gonna have to re-roll that because that's just wrong.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. So I have to take the hardest difficulty one. So that would be the
They're the
hunter,
same.
right? Oh. So it would be one red, one purple for all of them.
Then Tal's might not because he has no spear.
Okay, so 2 defense and then 2 adversary, right?
Yeah.
Okay. These are complicated. Glop. And with the 4 advantage from my own stuff, that's enough to trigger blast.
All right, they're glopped. Well done.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the round?
Yep, top of the round.
Send a boost
All right.
floating out
So
there.
at this point, with 2 of them glopped and able to do anything, several of them down, the chieftain waves his spear and actually calls for a retreat. They have been beaten back.
The question is whether Mav lets the chieftain retreat.
Well, we're at 5 minutes, so
Yeah, fair
we'll
enough.
have to. But at this point, though, as you guys turn around, the Mandalorians and the other Talls have taken care of their enemies as well. Well, they all retreated. Several Mandalorians have their blasters out and they're pointed at Nardell. And they're shaking their heads at your lightsaber. They're like, what in the world? There's a Jedi?
I'm no Jedi.
So just to speed things up, it's going to be a social check because this was... I didn't want to say anything when you did it, but I was like, oh man, the lightsaber in front of a bunch of Mandalorians. So you just saved a bunch of their kids. So that's why you get this check. Otherwise, they would have just attacked. This clan is not very fond of Force users. However, you do get a social check against this. I'm going to say that it's not against like one person in particular, but it's more about the situation. So it's going to be a daunting check. I'll say that it's got 2 setbacks. No, actually, I'm going to say it has a boost because you helped them out. And yeah, I'll leave it at daunting. They're very conflicted about this because you helped them, but you're also a Jedi in their mind.
Man, coercion would be my go-to, but that doesn't quite seem to do the thing you need to do.
Yeah, does Nardell have to be the one to make the check?
No. I mean, you're all a team. I mean, they're very impressed with how you
Kavasek,
fought.
charm away.
So.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
how
Nardell's
many-
going to go for leadership, right?
Yeah, Nardell, how many ranks in leadership do you have?
Just 2.
Okay.
But I'd go for it. If we think that's kind of most thematic, like I'm happy to. I can intense focus to give me 1 more, and
Yeah, and then I can lend my
I'm going
presence
to add some
by just
things, but
reducing
I'm going to
them
let you guys
here.
finish before I add stuff. So,
okay.
yeah, I like where you guys are going with this.
Yeah,
Where are their kids? Are the kids around, or are they like in the cave?
Yeah, they're in like, now that the snow is cleared, you see cages all over the place. You can.
I start going over to the cages and I start releasing the kids.
Yeah,
That's
like,
exactly
helping them
what
out.
Fenris is going to do that as well. No matter
Yeah,
what.
I immediately I see that and I'm just like, it's okay, we're here to help. But I'm like trying to, be my little Ewok self.
Yep.
Yep, nub.
All right. So, what sort of check are you guys doing?
All right. It sounds like we're gonna do leadership. Me and Kavasek. I'm gonna flip intense focus to give me 2 upgrades. You said I got a boost for helping,
Yes.
and we're at daunting.
I am going
Yes.
to use Dark Side to make this interesting.
All right. Let me just take a quick skim for any other.
I'll give another boost for Vamris and Lulu immediately freeing the kids.
Beautiful.
We're actually at time, but we do have a 15-minute buffer, so I'll make the rest of this fast.
Okay, I think this is all I can do. I could remove setback, but there aren't any, so
Wasn't? No, there wasn't.
2 boosts. Oh, I need to hit the right button though. Leadership. Oh, I need to add in 2 greens as well. I think this won't explode things.
Nice.
Ooh.
Did
Yeah,
not
that looks
explode.
right. That looks right.
That's a triumphant success, though. That makes me think the threat's probably not that bad.
So, one of the Mandalorians says, "You saved our children, but never show that lightsaber where any of us can see it. We will keep the secret, but our leader must not know what you are."
Nardell will narrow his eyes at him and say, "You make an awful lot of demands for someone who just received a whole lot of aid, but if that's what it takes..."
And you're asking us to fly to a far-off system. Well, not that far off. To fly a few hours away.
We haven't told of them, asked of them that yet.
Yeah, we actually haven't gotten a chance to ask yet, have we?
No.
Well, we had initial contact with them.
Yeah,
So
so
Right,
you did, like...
we're coming up here.
All right, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Triumph, they will absolutely keep your secret. The kids aren't going to say anything. They're kind of like... half of them probably didn't even see the fight. They were just buried under the snow.
And if they did, maybe they just thought it looked cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so with those threats, though, you will get some obligation because they're not going to tell their leader, but the Talls actually, the Talls will talk. So I would say just 2 bounty.
those gossipy tolls. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Could
Going to the
that work?
cantinas and talking about it over do.
Oh, how dare you! It is now stuck in my head. Thanks.
You know what? I could actually sort that bounty out, because all I need is a bit of your DNA and a picture of you just lying on the floor as if to say you're dead. And I can just turn it in. There you go. How's that?
If that were to work, you would have no honest bounty hunters in the galaxy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hey, it worked back in my time.
So you're
I
able
think
to-
Yeah.
bounty identification is advanced in 3,000 years.
that combat,
Yeah.
since
Plus-
you broke their will early, it was only 30 minutes. Add another 30 minutes to get back to the ship, but with the ship, you can zoom over.
Oh, wasn't the ship like not even that far?
No, not really.
You-
It
you
was
were-
more
you-
just, like,
you were at
squeezing
the
through
camp.
that crevice.
Okay.
I'm going to say that because of timing issues and everything, do you guys mind if I just like tack on the hike? Like, let's just say.
Yeah,
Let
go
me
for it.
just say you guys get the minimum. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys will get the minimum of that. So
I cut everything in half, so we almost have to.
yeah, so just put 10 minutes for that,
Yep.
and now you're back at the base.
All right, we're 32:30.
Okay, so as you can see, gaining the aid of Clan O'Wald requires 3 successive social checks. Open a deal, negotiate a head count, and finalize the price. So, actually, I'm going to say that because of timing issues and I didn't give you guys the opportunity to... the second instructor is alive. So, yeah, you guys get 1 boost on all the checks. So you get an upgrade and 1 boost, rather.
Okay, so I think this should open with a charm, I assume, right?
Or could we go with that leadership we just did? Maybe does that make sense? Like something like your warriors have seen us fight. We need their like if we ask for your assistance, you know how much we must need it or something like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so we get in. Do we get any boosts here for saving the kids, or is that
Oh, that's part of the loss. That's part of the upgrade and 1 boost.
cool? So then we'll have a total of 3 upgrades. Because I'll flip. Intense focus. I'll have those. Difficulty is what does it say?
Oh,
Is it It doesn't say.
Oh, actually, yeah, hers are. I'm pretty sure it's 2 red and a purple. Let me
That's what I
double
figured.
check that, though. Yeah.
What would probably happen if we actually said that the prince's sword is still alive?
And with the various Zygerrians we're supposed to be fighting with.
Really think about that. I don't.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's all right. Because we could probably say it after. We could probably tell him after.
We can worry about that later.
That's a bridge we can cross when we come to it.
You know.
All right,
Uh,
so we got 3 total upgrades. The 4 presence and a boost.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh no!
Can you
I
reroll?
have a
No,
I was going to say,
leadership reroll.
All right. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. She's like, let me check the options here just to make sure.
what if Fenris actually properly introduced herself
Like, don't
without
worry,
you
not all is lost. No,
using
remember,
the?
you're from a clan that they don't like, so.
Yeah, but what if she doesn't mention the clan?
well, they're gonna ask though.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
They're
It's
going
gonna-
to, yeah.
Oh,
It was literally the first thing the last guy asked. So.
Okay. So, yeah, she actually. Wait 1 second. All right. Since you failed, she says, "Sorry, this just doesn't seem like a lucrative deal for us." But when she says that, actually, several of the Mandalorians that fought with you actually step up to volunteer, and so we'll go. And she's like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yes, yes. This one has proven himself in battle." She's like, "Okay." So this means that. Oh,
That sounds like it takes care of
actually,
step
wait a
2. If they're volunteering.
Okay. That was a lot of advantages. So actually, you get 6 warriors, but unfortunately, you don't get the entire contingent of the Mandalorians, and you don't get their ships. So.
Well, we have a few more ground forces. It's better than nothing. And the Mandalorians, they can also sort of be air forces too. So
Oh yeah, the jetpacks.
if they have jetpacks.
So we got 6 out of 800.
But these are kind of like elite soldiers to a degree.
Yep.
I mean, if they're not willing to do it otherwise.
Yeah, I'm just
Take what we can get.
here. Just to check and make sure I've got everything.
So yeah, I was about to ask if it was impossible to perhaps sweeten the pot for them to rope them back into the deal.
Unfortunately, no. That was a pretty important check. So the one way around this check was to reunite her with her father.
Ah,
And by coming
Well-
here, if you come here first, then you may have gotten that. But at the same time, you do have like the full contingent of the Zygerrian slave empire. So it's not too shabby.
That is, yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to say this. So you don't have the Mandalorian contingent in space. However, I will say that the Mandalorians will come into effect in phases 7, 8, and 9. But for the other phases, they are not available. Their numbers are just not enough. But you get them for a third of the phases. Okay. So,
I mean, but we still have the leverage of her knowledge of her father being alive, right?
yeah, but the only problem is at this point, would you really want to reveal that, because that could cause a rift with the
Undermine,
people that
yeah.
you already gained.
Okay.
I mean, it is possible. It's one of those things. It's just that, in other words, it would take some difficult social checks to finagle that.
Okay.
And actually, this next phase, or this next episode, won't take as long. I don't think. Gosh, I'm probably jinxing myself here. So we can talk about this if you guys want to, do that. But just
Yeah.
realize that
Aiden's fine with just taking what he can get from this and moving on. Like, he's happy to get anything, I think, from this. I feel like going into this, we had already decided that the other side was worth siding with, and we kind of already gotten the best we could out of that deal. Like, pretty much, like that was pretty much the best possible outcome for that deal for us. And doing anything to jeopardize that would probably only make things worse all around. I think that's how Aiden will see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we will wrap this up, and we need to head back to Zorn.
Is it okay to roll like a strain recovery check while this is going on?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me grab your tokens. So you'll have them with...
Well, we actually don't need them for that. You can just run it from the thing.
Oh right, yeah.
Uh,
I forgot about that.
Oh, crap. I forgot to take off the difficulty.
I mean, even with the difficulty, I got it. So
Woo, 1 strain.
Yeah, I know.
I only had the one anyway.
Freaking hell.
You got.
Boop.
okay. So, astrogation. Skill assist with Lulu. And what was the difficulty on it again? Hard. Okay. Actually, I'll take 2 strain to make it average, because why not? I forgot I could do that earlier. Well, I didn't really need it anyway, but... And... go. Yep.
Hold on.
Very speedy.
And then I will use second wind to get that strain back.
Oh wait, you guys are going back to Zorn.
Yes.
So it's 3 hours. Sorry, I did mess up this sheet. You're not going to Kowak. All right, so 3 hours, but you reduce it by 1 hour just from the advantages. So 2 hours, and then
So 1 hour?
yeah.
All right.
During that time, Venris is going to get an hour's sleep.
Yeah, we've been going for 17 hours straight,
Yeah.
or more.
I will say that fight with the Talls, that was pretty impressive. That was really a showcase of what the Broker's agents are all about.
Well,
All
especially
it
'cause
took was 3 of us activating our signature abilities.
Ugh.
I mean, if there was ever a time, that was it.
Right.
All right, so that was actually an optional encounter, so skip that first one. But
Well, didn't we circumvent them then? Or you just didn't even do it?
Yeah, I couldn't do it because of the time, but I'm actually going to replace that though because you guys did really well in that fight. So I'm going to give you guys +5 for that fight. So yeah, just replace the enemy mercenaries with the Talls fight.
So 15, and for the last one, we got some of them, so...
That's what, 22?
Well, that was me recruiting the Mandalorians. That's actually.
Oh no, I meant like, do we get partial credit?
Well, no, because it was a
Okay.
failure. So
Yeah, that's fine.
So 15 right now.
But miscellaneous though, so I'll say that the Fated Duel, absolutely.
I was about to say, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, with Nardell just tanking like a boss, and well, actually, I mean, for each of the guys that did their ultimate powers, I mean, that's an ultimate, so I'll give you guys +1 for each of those.
All right, so we're at 18 then.
I'll also
Rescuing the
give-
kids.
They have that in there, saving the hunting party.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I give +1
Oh, yeah.
for Kavasek's knowledge check, which with all those crazy advantages.
19.
Anything else you guys can think of?
Does anyone have an idea for one more, just to round it out?
Finding the half the group finding the party so fast in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, actually, that was really good. Yeah. So +1
Okay.
for that.
MVP and Merp.
Yes. So most interesting role player.
I would think Mav.
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 The duel, yeah.
Sounds
That works.
unanimous. Congrats, Mav. And MVP.
Nardell.
Nardell.
Yeah.
Nordell.
That was what I was about to just say, like, Nardell. So congrats, Nardell, on MVP. And with that, let's take a 15-minute break. We are a little bit behind time, but I'm not too worried.